And we
Do you
should
want
be.
me? Do you want me to do this little light of mine? Are we live? I think we're live.
I don't know. I'm waiting to see. Are
It's
we,
we're live. It says that we're 10
okay, it
live
says
broadcast.
okay, good afternoon. It's no longer morning, Miss Estes.
Nope, it's not.
Hello out there in Wildwood land. How are all of you?
Hi, it's so nice to see you on this beautiful cloudy December day.
Yes, it is December. So welcome to our Wildwood. Hello, Lathan. Welcome to our December assembly, everybody. It's so great to see all of you in this virtual online universe. How are all of you? Miss Estes, how are you today?
I am feeling very happy to be here with you. It's winter time is not easy.
No.
The sun is going earlier and earlier, and we have all these little ways to make it a little brighter as we head towards the winter solstice.
And that is the theme of the assembly, is how Wildwood students and families can bring joy and light into the world. As we all know, people all over the world do this at this time of the year. As the days are getting shorter and shorter, every culture has figured out a way to bring joy and light into the world. And today, we're going to hear from our Wildwood students how they're doing that already. So are we ready to begin?
It's going to be so exciting. You know, we all have different traditions of how to bring that light into through joy of spending together, either through putting candles in our windows. And I think our students at Wildwood have figured out ways of bringing that light.
Yes. So before we begin, I just want to remind Wildwood students how to use the chat. At Wildwood, we use the chat to send out positive messages to people who are brave enough to get in here in the broadcast booth and share what they're learning. So with the chat, we also want to remind you that if we notice that you're saying things that actually are put downs or things that are going to bring people down, we can block you on the chat. And we're really hoping we don't have to do that. Okay? If we see something that's especially a positive message, we can put it across the screen as a banner. So let's get started. Are we ready?
Let's go.
All right. So Miss Estes, I think you know how we always start every assembly. We talked about it back in September. Go ahead. Go for it.
We have 3 new students that we are bringing our family here. Is that what did I get it right, Nick?
That's it. We always start every assembly because welcoming is the foundation. It's the heart of Wildwood. So we're going to welcome a family of 3 new students. I think, let's see. One is in kindergarten. One is in 3rd grade. And
3rd grade.
And with these online, yes. And with these online assemblies, we actually have a slideshow to show you. And we have our magician backstage, Miss Catherine. Let's see if she's ready. She's giving us a thumbs up. Here we go. New students at Wildwood.
Excellent.
You want to read the first one, Miss Estes?
Yeah, I can do that. I also have it on my screen so I can see it. My eyes aren't as strong as they used to be, but this is Joshua. Joshua being K2, and he likes to be called by his middle name, which is Thomas. So let's remember Thomas. Let's look at that beautiful face. He likes to play sports, and Thomas likes to go to the park to play with his friends. And Thomas likes to play with lots of toys in kindergarten. Oh, I can't wait to meet Thomas.
Welcome, Thomas. And then he has his big brother. Oh, thanks, Laura. In 3rd grade, I think, coming up. Here he is, Heriberto. Heriberto is going to be in Mr. K and Courtney's class. Oh, there's Mr. K, welcoming him with a banner. He likes playing sports, coloring, drawing, and helping others and being nice to others. Welcome, Heriberto.
Oh, he wears glasses like me. He's in the glasses club. Yes.
And
I can't wait to show him.
To read. All right, who's next? And then the oldest brother. Go ahead,
4th grader, Juan. He likes soccer. Oh, we have something to talk about with Miss Joyce. playing sports and playing percussion instruments. I wonder if people remember percussion is like drums, so that's awesome. He also likes playing with friends, and Juan likes drawing and playing any games. Not just a few games, but any games. Juan, we got to get together for some Monopoly.
And Juan will have to connect you up if you're interested in playing percussion in the Wildwood band as well. So,
and I love that Bruce is saying Juan has a cool jacket on. Is that sweet?
Thanks, Bruce. And during this year, we're figuring out how to welcome our new students even when we're physically apart. So welcome to all of you. You're coming all the way from Westfield and Western Mass, and we'll make you feel at home here at Wildwood. All right, so then the second part of our assembly, Miss Estes, I think you know what's coming up, is that we send out a message to all our staff and say who has been shining stars, who has been a shining star over the last month. And we yeah, go ahead.
I just want people to remember there are always more shining stars at Wildwood than we can honor. I mean, I have seen people do amazing, beautiful things, and it's not always something that we have a chance to honor in this moment, but that does not mean it doesn't happen, and we see you. Thank you so much. But this is for honoring the December shining stars, and yeah. I'm so excited.
Well, thanks for that reminder, Miss Estes. So here we go, and they certainly, we call it a shining star because they're bringing light and love and caring to others. And do you want to do the first one?
I can.
Sure, go for it.
The very first shining star comes from Ms. Applegate's class. Omar, hello, sir. He has been helping find ways to include our new friend Giannis in the class when she does not have Spanish translation support. He uses Google Translator to help. Miss Applegate. He chooses to help without being asked. He lets her know when it's break time and when she should turn on her microphone and more. I mean, Omar has been doing so much, and he's been welcoming and supportive in art class. Miss Cara has shared, and he sends her explanations and reminders and encouragement. I mean, Omar is just really showing the welcoming spirit.
Thank you, Omar. That's fantastic. And so the people who are in the same classes as our three brothers, they can take on what Omar's demonstrated, how you can welcome people in this online universe. And so the next one comes from Miss Catherine in music. She says, I'd love to nominate Selena for a shining star in music. She has taken on distance learning like a champion, is always so excited about what we're learning in music, and has been singing her heart out. Way to go, Selena.
Oh, I love that. And another shining star from Ms. Applegate's class is that the class has been doing the jumping jack challenge.
This is amazing.
I don't know if you were able to read this number. It's a big number. I had to practice my place value skills. 13,463 jumping jacks the class has been able to do. It's amazing. It's awesome. So Stephanie, Omar, Drew, Anna, Amelia, Bear, and Jalen. Woo! We've been working together, supporting each other, counting together, and trying our best. Way to go.
Fantastic. Miss Applegate's class, Mr. B is quite impressed. And as we've been talking about, part of taking care of ourselves is staying physically active. So important. It is true, Neil. It is amazing. Yes. All right. So we're going to keep this assembly moving, Miss Estes, because we have a lot to share. And the first that's going to be sharing a fantastic, what I'd call a community service project, is a fifth grade. The entire fifth grade, we have Miss Bing Owen and 3 fifth grade students who are brave enough to come into the broadcast booth with us. So ready? Here we go. So we magically make you appear. First, we're going to add Miss Bing Owen. Hello.
Hi, Miss Bing Owen, my homie.
And then Jordan.
Jordan D.
Hey, and then D. Welcome. So we understand that you're going to talk a little bit about this community service project that was connected to what is called Monty's March, right?
Yep.
Are you ready? Okay, so I'm gonna close my mouth.
Okay.
I think Miss Catherine again is going to project a slideshow. She's giving me the thumbs up backstage, and we're off to the side. So take it away, fifth graders.
That is super cool. Okay, so I'm not going to talk unless there is a question that we don't know yet, but we're going to start with whoever's reading that front page.
Well, this is Monty's March. It's it's by me, Ren, and Jordan in 5th grade, which you already kind of knew.
Okay, hi, I'm Ren, and Monty's March is all about raising money for the food bank of Western Massachusetts, and the food bank helps support families and people without enough food to eat. Monty and his team help raise money for the food bank to buy meals for people in need. Each dollar this year was turned into 4 meals. Last year, they raised around 1 million meals, and this year they wanted to raise that number even more because more people need food because of the pandemic, and more people have lost their jobs, and they have needed the help of the food bank and Monty's March. Thank you, Monty's March. Also, a fun fact, Monty's real name is Christopher Belmonte.
Wow. Thank you, Ren.
It looks like Jordan may have been bumped off.
But this,
I don't see him backstage. Jordan, are you out there in the Wildwood universe? Can you come back? Oh, wait, let me just check and see. Oh, there he is. Wait, let me get him back in. Sorry, Jordan. Hi, Jordan. All right. Go ahead.
Well, this is my slide.
Oh, you be. Okay. All right. We got Jordan back. Go ahead.
What we did to participate in the Monty's March, we walked at home, on yards and hallways, and a bunch more. Altogether, many students of Wildwood walked 320.67 miles. That's a lot of miles. We raised $1,000. So many classes participated, whether in PE, at home, with families, or on your own. Also, remember to participate next year. Thanks so much for donating. We could not have done this without you. Also, fun fact, Monty's costume this year was a COVID cowboy. That's not his costume, but just another picture. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I'm next, right? Okay. How to donate Monty's visit. You can donate by going to the food bank website. Then click on the donate button to learn how to donate. The food bank can help people who don't have food for their family. If you donate, you can also donate monthly, so you know you're helping people every month. Monty visited the 5th grade meet. He answered questions and made jokes. In my opinion, he's a nice guy. Thank you for visiting, Monty.
It's fantastic. Thank you, 5th graders. Wow, thank you. Daniel's class ran 9 miles. Fifth graders, can I ask you, I just want to make sure people understand, who did these slides like this? Because it's very professional.
Well, Ren kind of made the background, and then I made my slide, and Jordan made his, and Ren.
Each of us made the slide that we read.
Yeah.
Fantastic, a real collaborative effort. And if you don't mind, I just had a question. What do you remember most about either this project or what really sticks with you, or about Monty's visit? Because he came in and did a whole grade level meeting, right? Jordan, thank you for raising a hand.
That is really, really helping everyone who doesn't really have food.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, Ren?
I remember a lot of stuff. One thing I especially remember is the fact that Monty was pretty funny.
Yeah, go ahead, B.
Yeah, what I remember is everyone wanted to know about his costume. It was like the one main guy.
That's funny. Well, thank you. You know, we got this idea that we can do more. We can do and help people over the next 3 months at Wildwood. And so one of the ways we got the idea was because of what you did for Monty's March. there's so many people that need help right now, and the Wildwood community can be there for them. So thanks for getting us started.
And if your family needs help in this way, you can certainly contact us at the school. And we also have ways to help your family get in touch with different groups if you need to get some food support, because we are all in this together.
Yeah, so important. Thanks, Miss Estes. Thank you, Miss Bingo, and thank you to the whole 5th grade teaching team. And we're going to transport you now magically. So thanks for being brave enough to join us.
Bye.
Bye, Jordan.
Bye.
Bye,
You guys
Dave.
did great. So proud of you.
Fantastic. Bye, Sarah. And bye, Ren. Wow, that is so inspiring. $1,000 they raised. Isn't that incredible?
That buys a lot of canned beans,
Yeah.
which is what I eat a lot of.
Yeah, it's so important to take care of people right now. So next up, Miss Estes, we have 6th graders, and they have something with such an intriguing title. It's called the Finding Joy Project.
Oh, our leaders of the school are showing up. Let's see those 6th graders.
Yeah,
Let's go,
right.
6th grade.
I'm going to invite Chris, one of the 6th grade teaching team. Here we go. And there's Chris. And let's
Mr.
see.
Egemeyer.
Oh, and Rosie's joining us. And Jude. Hi. Hey,
Jude. Oh.
so good to see you. So tell me, this title's, I'm so interested, aren't you, Miss Estes? It's called Finding Joy. Is that the name of the project?
Yeah.
All right, so tell us that we all need some joy right now, right?
So basically we made a video about a project where you can fill out a Google form or something, where you can fill out a Google form and you could be entered into a raffle to win something.
Ooh.
Okay, but tell us more about this Google form. What is it?
Do you want to say, Rosie?
Yeah, sure. So the Google form has questions, and the questions will help us. So we're using a process called design thinking, and we're trying to create some more joy in school. So we need to hear from the users of school, their students and teachers and everybody else at the school.
Okay, all right. So I'll look back to Catherine. I know she's been working on this. She's giving me another thumbs up. She's amazing. Okay, does the video explain, because if it doesn't, I want to hear from you, why do you think people need to find joy at school and in their life? Why is that important?
I think if you can find some joy, then that can make you have like a better life, and you can have more fun and have better things happen.
Yeah, joy is important.
Okay. All right, so we ready?
So Miles couldn't be here, but he was in the video.
Okay.
Great, that's important.
Thank you for helping me know that.
All right, so are we ready to see it? Chris, do you have anything to add, or should we just go right to the video?
Let's go to the video. Students did a great job. Thank you, Rosie and Jude.
All right, here we go.
Hello, we are 6th graders coming to tell you about something exciting.
That thing is an amazing prize that you can win.
But first, let's tell you about our sponsor, Joy. Not the dishwashing soap, just plain old Joy.
In 6th grade, we are researching joy by looking at different people's perspectives on it, such as Desmond Tutu and the Dalai Lama.
We are trying to make school more joyful, and we need your help.
We are using a process called design thinking, and in order to make something that works and makes school more joyful, we need to hear from the users, which is you. You are the users.
We thought of a quick way to get your answers. Your teachers will give you a form and put it in the Google Classroom. Fill it out sometime next week.
If you respond to the extra 3 questions, then you will be entered into a raffle to win a t-shirt. If you respond to just the first 3, then you could get a postcard from a 6th grader.
This is primarily for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, but 2nd and 1st graders and kindergartners, don't worry. We will work something out with your teachers.
Have fun making school more joyful.
Oh man, I'm loving this. I have to say how you all are taking this to another level. It's a 3-letter word. It rhymes with boy, but it is not a simple concept. I mean, we have some of the great thinkers in the world who've explored this idea of joy, and you are going there and trying to understand it on a deeper level. I mean, 6th grade, you're just blowing it up. I love it.
So I think that Chris and Miss Estes and Jude and Rosie, I think you are throwing out the challenge for the entire school. So we're saying, again, over the next 3 months, how can we bring joy into our lives, into our school, but then out into the world? So that's our challenge. So we're going to be thinking of all sorts of ways to do that. So thanks for getting it started.
And we'll definitely be sharing this in our assemblies and our newsletters. We want to make sure that everybody's up to date on how this is getting pushed into our everyday lives in these next 3 months, because we all need it. We need to be there for each other.
Go Joy team. I like it, Madison Lee. We're the Joy team. All right. So thank you. I'm going to thank you, Michaela. I'm going to magically send you away. Thanks for kicking this off and explaining the project. And Chris, I think we're looking for the 6th grader with the poem. So if you could help us out,
Laura, I think she's not backstage.
No.
She's not backstage. Laura, on your email is the StreamYard link.
Oh, she just showed up.
Awesome.
All right, here we go. I'm going to remove Rosie. Bye-bye, Rosie. Thank you so much. And bye-bye.
Bye, Jude. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, Jude. You were amazing.
Thank you, Bruce. So right. And let's bring Lara out here. Perfect timing.
There she is.
This is your 2nd time in the broadcast booth.
Yes.
Thank you so much, because it takes courage to do this. And you're also demonstrating to your 6th grade classmates that it can be done, right? So I understand, like, you have a poem to share with us. All right. And poetry does bring joy into people's lives, for sure. Do you want to explain a little bit about how you made this poem, or do you want to just launch it into?
So a little bit earlier in the year, we started working on these poems called "I'm Every Good Thing," which are poems about ourselves. And we were like looking into metaphors and figurative language and stuff like that. So so all the 6th graders, we all wrote poems and worked on them for a while. And so Chris and Nick asked me if I could present mine. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing.
All right, so take a deep breath. I'm going to remove us from the screen, though, because I want you to be the focus, if that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So, here we go. I'm really crazy and sometimes not. I am a volcano. At one point, I'm calm, and next, I'm exploding with lava. I am like a light bulb. When you flip the switch, I turn on and glow bright. I'm an artist. I'm creative. I'm light. I'm really bright. I'm a fresh patch of bright green grass with the sun beaming upon it. Beautiful, bright, and glowing. Yeah, that good. I am mistakes and learning and getting things wrong in math, but then being reminded to persevere more. I struggle and get frustrated, but you know what? I'm right back on my feet again. I'm standing on set, looking in the light and camera while saying my lines. I am my character. I am an actress. I'm cotton candy, soft, sugary, and sweet. I'm graceful and polite like a ballerina. I am empty space, waiting to be filled by learning. I'm ready to be challenged, but succeed. I'm ready to be pushed and learn from my mistakes. I am going to the mall with my friends, laughing, talking, and having fun. I am video games with my brothers, problem solving and creativity. I am watching movies with my family, popcorn and snacks. I am sad when it's all over. I am the fast words of rap, spreading awareness and deep down meaning something good. I am here for a reason, to show people what's wrong and what's not. I am the running, kicking, and scoring of soccer. I am the passing, communication, and teamwork of soccer. I am the fun, laughing, and silly part of soccer. I am the undisputed champion. I am a highlight reel of magnificence. I am the celebration, the applause, and the standing ovation. I am victory. I'm a daughter, a sister, a niece, a friend, a cousin, a granddaughter, and a cat owner. I am real. Although I am something like a superhero, every now and then I'm afraid. I am not what they might call me, and I will not answer to any name that is not my own. I am what I say I am. I'm a seed being nurtured every day by friends, family, teachers, and everyone else around me. Every day I learn and grow more so I can become a beautiful flower one day. I'm a miracle, a blessing. I am brave, I am hope, I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. I am worthy of success, of respect, of safety, of kindness, of happiness. And without a shadow of doubt, I am worthy to be loved. I am worthy to be loved. And that's it. So.
Oh my God, she's amazing!
Thank you.
Woo! Ah, you knocked it out. You knocked it out, Olara. Woo! Man. Now, when I thought it was over, she kept going. And then I thought she might stop. And then she kept going. And the whole thing, I mean, spoke to your complexity and to our complexity as human beings. We are not one thing. We are multitudes. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. And Olalara, you took it there. You went there. You didn't hold back. You explored the different facets. I am so pushed to just get excited for you right now. Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah, Laura, the chat is filled up. I can't even see it all in one because there's so many appreciations. That brought tears to my eyes and joy to my heart. It was very, very powerful. So thank you for your bravery to read it so beautifully.
I have to thank Chris because he was the one who was like, "Oh, wow, I really think you should read your poem." Because it was like a classic joke. Because Chris would be like, "Who wants Laura to read their poem?" And everyone in the chat would be like, "Me." So I was like, "Oh God." No.
Peer pressure can be good sometimes, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you listened, and so powerful, incredible, Laura.
Now, were you nervous to do this?
Definitely.
Oh wow! Then the definition of courage is to have fear, to have a moment where you're nervous about it. Because if it's easy, that doesn't necessarily take courage. So I am so even more impressed that you were able to come here today and have such poise in sharing your thoughts and your very, very interesting level of wisdom for such a young age.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you said it for everybody, Olalara. We're each worthy. You are worthy, and each of us in our own way. So what a beautiful, beautiful sentiment.
Thank you.
So we take a breath and just filled up with that joy from Olalara's poem. And now we're going to move on to the next thing. So thank you for joining us in the broadcast booth. And Olalara, if there's any family member anywhere in the world who doesn't get to watch this live, this is recorded, so you can share the link with them, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure everyone in your family will be so proud, or is proud. All right. Take care, Laura. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
With these projects, we'll look forward to bringing joy.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right. So, Miss Esty. Wow, I know. And there are many sixth grade poems out there. So poetry is something that people are studying in different grade levels, Miss Estes, and actually thinking about how to bring the joy of their poetry to people in the outside world. So I look forward to hearing, I know second grade, fifth grade, and sixth grade have ideas.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about poetry that I always connected to is that, like, if we have people out there inspired by Olara's poetry, I mean, think about what she did. She was taking metaphors that connected to her and explained what that meant. I am cotton candy, soft and sweet. I mean, it's the uniqueness of us is coming out in how we think of this. So if you want to write like that, believe me, it's in you.
Yes.
It's in you. I am blank. And then you have to just explain how you're like that thing. And I'm telling you, don't hold back, because that's exactly what she did. She didn't hold back, and you have this uniqueness in you that can be shown and shine bright throughout for everyone. So I'm inspired. I'm writing tonight.
Me too. Gotta keep my journal going. All right, so now we're actually moving from writing to bring joy to art. And the first grade has been doing this portraiture project that is so inspiring as well, Miss Estes. And we're gonna just let 3 first graders, we can only pick 1 from each classroom, in their video, they're gonna explain this project, and they're gonna show their self-portraits and these videos they made all by themselves.
Oh boy, let's see it. Let's see it.
I'll look to Catherine, see if she's ready for this one. She's giving me the head nod. Whew. Catherine, way to go. Okay, and the thumbs up too. So here we go. These are 3 first graders representing all the first grades who did their self-portraits. And I'm going to remove.
Hello guys, this is Luna, and this is my self-portrait. We've been done with doing our self-portrait in class, and I am done with mine, of course. So you see, I added watercolors to my self-portrait, and also that this on my self-portrait, I chose a reddish pinkish sky. And I add purple tulips because it's a reminder of spring. And then I got some flowers dripping down, and this heart and bunnies because my mom's gonna get a pet bunny. And that's it. So if you have any questions, just click here for another tutorial. Alright, I hope you have fun. I'll see you in our next video. Bye!
Wow, that was my Muna. And I think we have two more coming.
Oh, that
So
was so good.
We have Clemence and then Uriella.
This is my portrait, and it shows the.
Uh-oh, I think we gotta get.
This is my portrait, and it shows that I love horses because there's a horse right here, and my setting is a horse farm, and it shows that I love pancakes, donuts, and waffles because my shirt are those 3 things. And bye.
That was so cool.
This is my portrait. This is my portrait, and it's representing who I am. I'm gonna talk about the objects. So, right here, no, yeah, somewhere here. Yeah, right here, all these things represent who I am. This is my water bottle, the one that has the lines on it next to it, see? And this is my cat, and here's me. Here's a remote control, and I put 4 hearts because my sister's 4. I put 7 stars because I'm about to be 4, and I put a flower right there to represent who I am.
Oh, Nick, I think we're coming back, right? Yeah.
That's it. Wasn't that something?
Oh, wow. I mean, talk about the evidence of symbolism in artwork. I mean, I'm thinking Miss Yan would be really, really proud because it took me a long time to realize how symbolism is used in artwork. And these kids have figured it out in first grade.
Oh, and here she is herself, Cara.
Hi.
What did you think of those first grade artists?
Those were amazing. I'm so happy. Those first grade teachers did an excellent job on this unit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's a surprise coming up, and they thought of a very creative way to bring light and joy to the world. Is tomorrow they're actually going to hang all the self-portraits on the outside windows. You've heard about this, of Wildwood, so that families and staff can come to Wildwood and walk along the outside of the building and see the artwork.
Yes. Well, I am here not just to compliment those beautiful portraits and the wonderful artists who made them, but also to tell you about 2 new things that will hopefully bring us joy. So one comes from the whole A team. We are starting a weekly arts lunch. So every Wednesday from 11:45 until 12:15, any students are invited to join us there'll be a meet link for an arts team lunch to check in with Mr. B and Miss Catherine, and Catherine, our music teacher, and Mrs. Wells and me, and have social time with each other. The link can be found on the choice board, and we'll also publicize it some other places. So that's coming.
Great news.
And then the other thing I'm so excited to share is this virtual Wildwood Art Museum, which is just starting out, and we received funding from our awesome PGO to create this. So it is an online space where I hope every Wildwood student will have a piece of art displayed. So that's going to end up being, like 350 pieces of art. Right now we're around 20, but we're going to get there. And I think maybe we can share it now.
Yes, so I think, I'm not sure why I'm echoing, but
I don't hear you echoing.
It makes you sound, I hear you echoing, and it sounds like I'm too.
Yeah, we're all echoing together. So I think I can show this. So I have it on my computer, and I think maybe Miss Catherine can help me figure out once again how to share it. Okay, so now it's there. But Miss Catherine, how do I get people to see what I see? Thank you for your patience, everybody.
Hi, I can actually share it. I've got it up on my screen too.
Oh, perfect. Okay. All right, great. All right, so I'm going to remove. Do we need to remove ourselves? Nope. Okay, here we go. This is amazing. It's like walking into our own art museum, right, Cara?
That's the goal. That's the
all right.
goal.
So I spent about a half hour in there just recently. So here we go.
All right. So this is the link, and it's publicly available. So you can share it with your family and with your friends. And basically, you can navigate through the space, approaching each of the projects. And when you click on a project, it will give you information about the artist and what they used to make it. So, Ms. Catherine, if you want to click, for example, on that penguin on the far wall near the window.
Wow. Yes.
If you click on it, it'll bring you right up in front of the artwork. Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
And then top right, if you click the lowercase I in a circle, it will tell you some more information about Cassie's artwork here.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and so that's going to be true for all of our students.
Wow.
And I've got a lot of great submissions, and kids have been having a really fun time exploring the museum. They found that, yes, you can fly out the windows. So lots of options.
All right. Thank you, Cara. Thank you for
the
work that you put into creating this. I can't wait to visit again and again and again.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So
hey, do you remember Chili Willy?
No, I don't remember Chilly Willy.
It was a cartoon from the 1940s.
Okay,
And
okay.
he didn't like the cold. My name is Chilly Willy. I'm frozen through and through. And that drawing reminded me of Chilly Willy. He was a penguin that had a scarf and a hat. That was really fun for me to remember that from my childhood.
Those memories are great.
I love that picture.
But before people make a conclusion that's not true, you were not born in the 40s. You were not alive then.
Well, I have a childhood where I watched some old
Okay.
cartoons.
All right. So, moving right along, shall we, Miss Estes?
Let's go. A little random, sorry.
And right to this project. So, bringing light and joy, bringing light into the world is a metaphor. But this next project, everybody at Wildwood has been touched by it. And it's, I think you're going to know what I'm talking about because it's in the form of books. Mrs. Wells and her dynamic team has been bringing light and joy into the Wildwood community. So let's give it up for Mrs. Wells. She's beaming in from the Wildwood Library itself. Hey!
Hello!
Hi, Miss Wells.
Hello, everybody. I've really enjoyed the student work in this assembly. This is amazing.
We have the most incredible students in the world, by the way, but yes.
Well, they are bringing me so much joy with all their work. And we have a joyful little workshop here in the Wildwood Library of my little elves working behind me. Look at that.
Hey, Miss Wells, I'm going to take Miss Estes and me off the screen so they can see it bigger. Okay, here we go. You're going to take it away.
Fantastic.
All right.
So this project has brought so much joy to me and like I say, my little elves. But it's a big project. So today we wanted to talk a little bit about how you're bringing us joy and how it's working to put together our book backpacks for next week. Next week is when we'll do the exchange again. Wednesday and Thursday after school, 3:30 to 5:30 is the pickup time. We'll be going on the school bus again to the apartments Tuesday and Thursday. So to get these book bags together, all of these books have to be picked off the shelves, right? And these are the book bags ready to go. Check this out. We got a new green letter. And speaking of letters, your letters have brought me so much joy. And it's a good thing, too. When you leave me a letter like this, I got a letter saying thanks so much. And I was so happy to open these letters and get your messages from October. And maybe you asked me for a book, right? So here's a friend who asked me, can I please have Dire Wimpy Kid, The Meltdown? And look at that. This kid got exactly what they want right there. Here's kind of a sad story, but a surprise. Here's a friend who wrote me a beautiful letter and they wanted Harry Potter, the Chamber of Secrets. And I walked over to the shelf and I said to Jen, I said to Miss Cat, oh, I'll be fine this. We couldn't find it. But look, somebody donated it. So now this fun friend gets that right in their pile of books. And all of these books will be checked out and brought to you. And that brings me so much joy. But this project is bringing lots of people joy. Miss Jen Cat, she's going to join me over here. She's one of our PGO volunteers. Thanks, Laura Hunter, she's a PGO volunteer too. Jen Cat has been driving the book backpacks to a lot of friends in the neighborhood. Jen, thanks so much for doing that.
Oh, you're welcome. It's really fun, and I love seeing everybody's face when they get their backpacks. Sometimes there's kids waiting outside. Sometimes they're waiting, looking out their window, and they always ask. One kid asked me last time, did I get some good books? And I said, only if you put them on hold.
That's the key, right?
That's right.
So we hope the books are bringing you lots of joy. I want to thank Miss Cat, Jen Cat. Look at them. They're already back to work. They can't stop working. They are better than elves, you know? This is crazy. We're working so hard to get your backpacks out, but this would not be possible without so many PGO volunteers. PGO funding our project to bring more books to kids, like all those great dog mans that are out there right now. That's because they helped me buy those. And then finally, I have to say a big thank you to two people who bring me joy every day, and that's Joyce and Shayla. Without Joyce and Shayla calling families, there would be about 100 kids who aren't getting books, right? So they called the families and made sure they knew about the book project. And now we are giving books to 323 kids in December. And that really is all because of Joyce and Shayla and their hard work. So thank you to the PGO. This project has gotten so big and brings me so much joy, but all the people involved are why it's working so well and why everybody's happy, and it makes me happy. So keep putting books on hold and be nice to your volunteers and keep reading.
That is amazing, Ms. Wells. Thank you so much for all your leadership on this. And it's just so wonderful to see how everybody is working together to make this dream happen.
Yes. And Mrs. Wells, and I'm so glad it's bringing you joy, because you're bringing joy to the whole Wildwood community. And you know, you had this idea. It's so inspiring to me because you had this idea. I remember when you first talked to me about it, and I went, I don't know, Mrs. Wells, this is so big, but you made it happen, and then we're all joining you. So thank you so much.
And I just want everybody to notice how safe everybody in the library is being. I mean, it's important, you know. I mean, we take the health and safety of our community very seriously, and this is not something that is done without keeping that in mind. So I just want us to be aware of how much is going into keeping our families safe and inspired, and reading. So thank you.
All right. Take care, everybody. Library team. Bye-bye.
That's Miss Tatro.
Yeah. Sarah's doing a great job being part of the team. All right, so Miss Estes, this is it. We're coming to the end of the assembly. But there's one part that we always have to make sure that we leave time for.
Yeah.
And you know, we're doing it in a new way, which actually reaches our hearts even more when students who we saying goodbye to, we call them shooting stars, they're leaving the Wildwood community, going to new schools and homes. We leave a little bit of time at the end of the assembly, and they make videos now for us. So,
and this one, get your tissues, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anyone else out there. This one broke my heart, and I'm going to miss him very much.
Yeah. So this is Jumwell, who's been with us since kindergarten. He's in 2nd grade, and I think his family's probably watching. Jumwell made a beautiful video for all of us that we're going to watch right now.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jumwell, and I'm here to tell you that my mom moved from another house to another house. And I really like your school, and I appreciate that my teachers taught me good, and I hope you have a fun time. And the things that I like from Wildwood is math, science, and reading. Those are 3 things that I really like. Really, really, really like. And I will miss you a lot. And you'll still be in my heart, and everybody, and I really will miss you. I can't really. So I appreciate all your help that you gave me, and I really like it. I love you guys. Bye, Miss Jad. Bye, Miss R. Bye, Miss Berry. Bye, my friends. Bye, Miss Principal Nick. Bye.
Bye-bye, Jamal. I'm going to miss you lots, too.
Yes. So we actually have a little ritual we do before we say goodbye. And so that's everybody out there in Wildwood Land. You can do it from your homes or wherever you're watching this video. So we think of Jumwell. He's moving to Holyoke. We think of him in his new home, his new school. We think of him making new friends. And when we have that image in our mind, we start to send that out just the way we do in the gym. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jumwell, can you feel it? Oh, goodness. All right. So thank you, everybody. Before we close the assembly, there's one more way. We're going to be sharing lots of ways over the next 3 months how we're bringing joy and light into the world. And there's one way that I've already started to talk about in my weekly videos, Miss Estes, and I think I've talked about it with you. It's telling stories and listening to stories. And I was inspired to start this Wildwood Story project by something called StoryCorps that you can hear on the radio or in podcasts. And so in this way, we're going to be learning how we can call our grandparents or our aunts or uncles or ask our parents, do you have a story that you'd like us to record and share? And our 5th and 6th graders are going to take the lead on this as well. And we're giving you questions you can choose from as you think about this. Like one question that I'm going to tell a story about is, what would you like to say to your younger self? I like that question. What would I say to little Nicky when he was in 5th grade? And there were things that he was worried about, and I'll tell you a story. You can also ask somebody like, what was the kindest thing that anyone ever did for you?
That's a big question. These are big questions. They can't be answered with a yes or a no.
Yeah. And there are ways, Miss Estes, that now during these times, you can do it with someone far away. It's called StoryCorps Connect. So you could actually call your grandmother who lives 3,000 miles away and record her story. And we're not talking about videos, they're just audio stories. And then we're going to put them up on the Wildwood website for everyone to hear if you want to. Otherwise, you can just keep it for your family.
And I think that's a lovely idea as we're trying to make sure that we're being safe in this time with you know, we're supposed to be staying close to home. We shouldn't be traveling too far.
Yeah.
So as we head into our vacation time during the winter holiday season, this will be a wonderful way to connect with people who you might not be able to see.
Yeah. And I tell you, if you connect with a family member and you say, Grandpa, I'd like you to tell me a story, that's going to make Grandpa very happy.
Yeah.
And you can do it on your phone with an app with someone who's living in your home, if you want.
Oh, okay, that's great.
So anyway, you'll hear more about it, and I can't wait to share my story with everybody too. And maybe Miss Estes, you have one.
I'm happy to share my stories, but you may have seen Orion, my 14-year-old. We'll see how I do. We'll see. I'm not making any promises, but maybe he'll ask me a question or two.
All right. All right, everybody out in Wildwood land, this is it. Wow, amazing students that we have, don't we, Miss Estes? So
they are phenomenal. They're letting their little light shine, and I can't wait to report more about it as the months go on.
Right. So the next assembly, believe it or not, will be bringing in the new year 2021. So we'll see you in January in the new year. And for now, we're saying goodbye. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
See
you later.
Bye-bye.
We miss you. We miss seeing you.